so you can see how it looks. It's not too tacky, is it? Hello friends, welcome to my channel at Simple Made Pretty. I'm Melanie, and if you're new to my community, I share budget DIYs, home decor ideas, Cricut crafts, and Dollar Tree projects. And in today's video, I'm talking about the Dollar Tree pillow covers. They're throw pillow covers. Here's one, for example. And I wanted to jump on here really quickly because I shared a quick video over on Instagram and somebody commented that these pillow covers are seriously outdated and not really understanding why anyone would want to use them in their home. So I came up with 15 different ways that you could make over these pillow covers and use them in your home decor so it doesn't seem so outdated. But I know there are a lot of people that like this style and would be happy to just put their pillow insert inside. Sorry, my dog is hanging out in my craft room with me today while I'm filming, so he's making a lot of noise. Other thing, and I did not get to mention this during the holidays because I just didn't have time to make a video, but the Dollar Tree also had some Christmas pillow covers for throw pillows, and I bought one of them, and I shared another video, of course, and that video went viral. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, look at these $1.25 pillow covers at Dollar Tree. And as soon as that happened, I went back and I bought some more because there was like 4 different styles. And so when I got them home, I finally had the chance I washed them, of course, because there were people that were commenting also that their dogs chewed up those pillows, and it's a totally different fabric than these. And so I was like, I don't want my dogs to chew up these pillows. So I washed them really good. I didn't even put them in the dryer. I just hung them to dry. And by the time I did all that, I went to put a standard size pillow inside of it. It wouldn't fit. So they were super small. This says it's an 18 by 18, but I think those were a 16 by 16. So I was trying to shove this insert inside of this Dollar Tree pillowcase, and so the first attempt, the zipper totally broke on one of them. So that was a complete fail. So that was my only thing about those pillowcases. I did not like them. They were kind of cheap feeling. However, when I brought this home, I was like, I gotta try this out in my pillows just to make sure it works. And they're actually a really good high quality fabric. The stitching is quality as well, and as well as the zipper. The zipper itself is plastic. I mean, what zippers these days aren't plastic? But I would say this is a pretty decent quality pillow cover that you're getting for $1.25. That's definitely a reasonable amount for a brand new pillow cover. And Dollar Tree does have, currently I found 3 colors in it. There's a black and then there's a brown. How cool would these look during Halloween or fall? And you could even decorate them and make them over during those seasonal months as well. So here are a few more ideas, and I will be sharing a couple of tutorials on how to make over these pillowcases. Here's the pillow with my cushion insert so you can see how it looks. It's not too tacky, is it? You can make over these pillowcases to make them look a little bit more modern and updated. So number 1 is to add some trim. You don't even need to know how to sew. You could use a hot glue gun, and if you're using the Sure Bonder, there's a tough stick hot glue stick that I've used on several of my fabric projects, and it holds up in a wash and it doesn't come apart at all. I'm telling you, you got to try it out. I'll link it in the description. So this is just an example of some trim that you could add. You could add it to the front of the pillow or just around the edges of the pillow. And this is actually from Dollar Tree. You can get this in several colors so that it can match your home decor. Number two, on updating this, is you could add tassels. You can make your own tassels with yarn or macrame and add them to the corners or even around the edge here. You could also, number three, is add some pom-poms, whether it's pom-poms all over the pillow or in the corners again. Number four, you just add some fur. So you can either add fur right to the front, like if you have one sheet of fur, you could glue fur right to the front. One of my popular videos from a few years ago was I took an IKEA pillowcase, it's this size, and I found some rugs from Five Below and I glued them to the front. I still have them, so let me go grab one. So here's that rug pillow I was talking about. So this pillowcase is from IKEA. It's like a cotton material. A full tutorial on my channel of how to do this, but basically you could just fold the material in half and cut it to fit the pillow and then glue it together. So that is another way to update those pillows. So number 6 on my list on how to update those pillows is actually rugs. So we just covered that. So I just needed to tell you how to use the fur and the rugs on your pillows to update it. Number 7 is lace. I have a lot of vintage lace ribbon and sashes because I actually have some vintage lace curtains in my craft room currently. And they came with these sashes that I don't use, so I saved them because I thought, wow, these look so Bohemian, and I could make a ragtag garland out of them or something. So I kept them. And then also Dollar Tree does sell a lace ribbon as well. And that is actually one of the tutorials I will be sharing today. So keep watching to see how I upgrade this Dollar Tree pillow with the lace. Number 7 is updating that pillow with felt shapes or felt letters. And again, this is something that I've done in the past. I've taken a standard pillow cover and I've used my Cricut maker machine to cut out some fabric letters to spell out the word love. And I am going to recreate that project in the video today as well. So keep watching to see that tutorial. And then along with the Cricut ideas, you could use Cricut iron-on to update those pillows as well. You could add a fun quote or image to your pillow to give it an update. Another idea is to attach bows. Bows during the holiday were a huge home decor idea, and so I could see adding a bunch of little bows, handmade bows, all over this pillow to update it. Again, seasonal decor, that's also another way that you can update these pillowcases. I am planning on keeping these colors in my craft stash until fall and Halloween because I definitely could see using these during those months and doing some type of makeover on them to coordinate them with the seasonal home decor for those holidays. Number 12 on how to update those pillows is you could do an embroidery design. Number 13, you could add a ribbon all over the pillow to coordinate it with the color scheme in your home decor. Number 14 is to use burlap on the pillow cover. Again, this is a project that I've done before with my Cricut maker machine. I've cut out a shape and then adhered it to the pillow covers as well as sewing it to the pillow cover using burlap fabric. And then number 15 is yarn. So I already did mention about using yarn to make tassels, but you could get the heavy duty thick yarn. I have some, so let me grab it really quick. Okay, so this type of yarn, this is like also very Bohemian if you ask me, but I could see either you can shape this into letters, like maybe if you spell out the word love in cursive on the pillow, I think that would look really cute for Valentine's Day. Maybe even just a cute little letters that say hi. That would also be cute for all year round. You could make your own design across the front of the pillow. Maybe just do like a pattern of some sort, or just use it again, use the yarn for trim. Now that we've gone over 15 different ideas that you could use to update these tacky pillows into something trendy, let's head to my craft table and I will show you a couple tutorials on how to update them. Okay, so I've got my Cricut maker machine set up. It's ready to go. It's actually blinking already. It's telling me to load the fabric into the machine. And I've got the design in Cricut Design Space already designed. I've got the material set to burlap. I've got my pillowcases here. They're washed, they're ironed, so they're ready to be transformed, but I'm just going to set them aside until I've got the fabric ready to go. I've got the pink fabric cutting mat, and I've got some felt here because I'm going to be cutting felt, and I'm also going to be cutting burlap. Burlap gets quite messy on the mat, so keep that in mind. We're going to try to clean it as best as possible. I've got a nice piece of burlap here that is from burlap.com, and I've got it ironed out as well. So I'm just placing that on the pink fabric cutting mat, and I'm just going to trim this edge off here that I'm not using with my rotary tool. Gives it a nice clean cut in this burlap fabric. And I've also have the rotary tool blade installed, although you can just use your deep cut blade or the regular cutting blade. Okay, so let's see if it cut it. There's the heart. And the L-E-V-E. And actually, my mat is not too messy. So here's my letters. I'm going to set them aside. I need to clean my mat. I usually just use some baby wipes, but I'm actually right now I'm just using just an all-purpose cleaner. It's mostly water and a paper towel to clean most of the fabric off of my mat. And then you can also use a scraping tool to clean it off. Now my mat looks good as new, and we're going to move on to the felt. So I'm going to attach that to my mat. All right, so I've pieced together my felt and I arranged the letters on my mat and design space to cut the heart, the L, the E, and then the V last. Okay, let's see. Looking good. There's a couple little edge here that I need to cut. Sometimes that happens. The machine does that. But actually, it's looking really good. I'm really happy with how these letters and the fabric cut on the machine. Okay, now that that's finished, let's go ahead and see how it looks on this pillowcase. I think the burlap adds a little bit something extra. And I think I like these colors. I went with a cream felt because, I mean, I could have gone with white, but I didn't want it to stick out too much. I wanted it to be kind of go together with this color of the pillow. If you want to recreate this project, I have linked the Cricut Design Space Make It Now link below in the description. So you just click that, it'll open Design Space, and you can hit customize to create the project, and you can even resize it if you want to, or just use my design to cut the same fabric like I did. I'm going to use tacky glue. I'm going to attach it to the fabric pillow where I want it, and then I'm going to use my sewing machine to sew the edges just because I want to make sure that this stays put. Although I have used tacky glue to glue the fabric to pillows and it does stay put. You might have some fraying in the wash, but other than that, it's a miracle, this fast grab tacky glue. Okay, while that's drying, I'm going to work on the second pillow cover. Okay, so for this next one, I've got a strip of lace. This is actually from my curtains. So, and then this is a strip of that burlap fabric. Now you could wrap the entire pillow. I think what I'm going to do is just do the front. So I'm going to fold it and attach it to the pillow here so there's no fraying, and it's basically just a decorative front piece. And so I'm just going to wrap this lace around the burlap here. Vintage lace that for like Bohemian style pillow, just playing around with how I want to arrange this lace. So I have several different, this is kind of an off-white color. This one is more of a bright white color. I thought I had some of the Dollar Tree lace, but I don't. That would look so pretty on this. Okay, so I ended up cutting another strip of burlap for up here to kind of create a little pattern. What I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to pin everything to this and then sew it all together. I'm actually going to glue it down. I'm going to glue everything down and then let it dry like I did the other one, and then head to the sewing machine and sew it all in place. All right, I've got my sewing machine set up. I just think this is going to turn out so cute. This is just a little scrap that I have left, like a little tassel. So I'm going to sew this on first, and then I'll sew this one on, and then we'll have the big reveal. Here we go. It's gonna look so cute. Here are both of the finished pillows. This one was a little bit harder than it looks, but they both remind me of a vintage Bohemian wedding. While I was sewing this one on, I just got total wedding vibes. So how cute would it be to make something similar for somebody that's getting married and maybe have one of the pillows say Mr. and another one say Mrs. and then do a little lace like I did here. Burlap and lace is always pretty for weddings. I know this is not everyone's style, but these are just a couple ideas that I came up with using these Dollar Tree pillow covers, and it didn't cost me anything other than $1.25 for each one because I already had all of the materials on hand. Well, that was it. I hope you enjoyed those tutorials. I hope that this video was helpful for those of you that have been on the fence about buying these throw pillow covers just because of the fabric and the fact that they are a little bit outdated, but the fact that Dollar Tree has been introducing more things like this in their stores, I'm hoping that they continue to introduce more items like this, a little bit better quality, a little bit more modern. In fact, the stores already have a lot of Easter items out, and I did see an Easter pillow cover, but I did not grab that one because it was, again, very much like the Christmas ones, and so I was kind of hesitant after having the bad experience with the Christmas ones to buy it. But if you wanted to check it out, it was like a blue and white checkered pattern, and I believe it had an Easter design on it for $1.25. As always, thanks for watching, and I've included links to supplies I used in my video in the description, as well as a link to my craft room tour if you're interested in recreating a similar craft room. I have a course on my website on how to organize all of your craft supplies and get a clutter-free Cricut craft room. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. That is it for today. Bye.